your sunglasses.
I did.
Yeah, that's unexpected because I always see you with the sunglasses at the interviews.
For you, I know you'd appreciate it.
Thank you. Why do you wear them? So are you?
I just love them. I love
just
sunglasses. I love not looking at people. It's great.
What about the shyness? I heard
the shyness.
Yeah.
I've got this thing called shyness, and it's like a rash. Yeah, just like it's just like kind of my first defense of not feeling like a total idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah. So every day is different. Like, especially on tour, like in this whole thing, like sometimes it's like you have good days and you have bad days, just like anybody, just because you're doing what you love and all this stuff doesn't mean every day you're just like like popping rainbows out of your butt. It's like,
yeah,
it's hard.
Can we expect more happy songs?
More happy songs? Hell no.
Hell no.
No.
Oh, why is it easier
Fuck
for you?
happy songs. No, I do both. Because I am both. Like, I'm like, I'm happy until I'm sad, and then I'm freaking sad.
I think everybody's asking you about Lost on You and other people. So how were these songs born?
How were they born? I think they were just born in my head. The normal. I had other people, that title rolling around. In fact, I didn't. I let that one sit for a while because I knew I was too angry to write it at first. So I let it sit for like almost 10 months, and then I wrote it, and I feel like that was a good idea because I got my true feeling and my thing across with a little bit of humor in there.
Yeah. I think we could really see your soul in those songs. When you're writing songs for you, that's very emotional. But how about writing songs for other artists?
I mean, I think it's similar. I just think that sometimes like the ones that I write for me are more dialed into my actual life. My scenario.
Which song are you the most proud of?
I don't know. They're all my babies. I'm proud of them all. I think, if you only had one song, it would suck. You'd just be like, here's my one song. You like it? It's my one song. I mean, you gotta have a body of work.
You've been working with a lot of artists. Who was the easiest one to work with?
They're all pretty easy because most of the time I don't work with them. They just pick the song. Leona Lewis is really cool. I got to work with her when I wrote with her. But most of the people just get the song,
Some of your songs might be a bit political, and you're also the queer ambassador of music. Yeah, are you writing your songs on purpose to show your opinion about everything?
No, I'm just writing what's me, Like, I mean, people would be like, I think someone said, like, when Lost on You first came out with the video, they were like, oh my god, you're kissing girls, and I mean, what do you want me to do? Like, you want lies? I mean, there's people like, like seemingly having actual sex in videos. I mean, I'd like, kissed a woman that I'm actually seeing on the, it was just funny. I just try to write what my life is, like I'm not gonna talk about like, boys and blah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
It's not my life. So, boys are great, But, yeah, I don't know, just kind of write, I feel like I write, I think you could take any of my songs and apply it to any type of relationship. Like, I don't consider myself a queer artist or like, I mean, I want to be like, of the people, for the people, so I'm just always trying to write from a non-denominational place, like a place that just says like, hey, human, have you been here in this headspace, human, and then let it ride.
Didn't you ever want to be a Beyonce type of artist? So a real diva with the gowns and everything?
No, never, ever, never. In fact, I thought to myself, how the hell am I going to do this if I don't do that? Like it was like, I don't want to be like that. I love seeing that, like I love, I'm like a career connoisseur. I love watching different people's careers, and I love the different types there are, and what went into each career. But for me, I feel really lucky that my career happened exactly how I couldn't have like wanted it to happen any better. It's like, it's perfect, and and it suits me, and I feel very grateful for it. I'm grateful for my fans. We need people that are doing different things. So you know, so the people that come after us can say, oh, you can do it if you're like this or that, or you could forge a new path. You know, I mean, I think I didn't, you know, have anyone doing it exactly like I wanted to do it back in the day, but you know, I think I took a little bit from everybody, you know, like how I wanted it to go down.
Yeah. Is there a song that you like performing the most?
I really like performing One More High and The Power right now.
And why those?
I don't know, it's just fun. There's something, like some kind of connection that happens with the crowd that I really like, and yeah, and maybe Strange I like, you know, but I go with different ones all the time.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
we are
you.
excited to see you on stage
I'm
tonight.
excited, I'm excited. Thank you. Oops, gonna get her with the hat.
Oh yeah.
Bam.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you.